So we're going to go through this list of the top 50 most used AI web apps. And for each one, I'm going to show you what it is, how it works, and we're going to use it a little bit and show you an example of what you can do with it. And then just for a bit of fun, we're also going to rank all these tools as well. So this video should give you a really nice overview of the generative AI landscape, what tools are out there, and what you can actually do with AI right now. So we're going to start the list with ChatGPT. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. You already know what ChatGPT is. We can just use it to brainstorm, get ideas, make images, whatever you want to do. So it's going to give you some tips. I'm going to hook the audience early. Start with a compelling intro. Let's relate to that now. Highlight the value. Okay, these AI tools are very important, guys. We're going to learn a lot. I'm just going to skip ChatGPT. You know what it is. And it's going straight into A tier. It's kind of the gold standard for LLMs. It's the OG. The reason I'm not doing S tier for ChatGPT is that it does sometimes hallucinate. It's not completely up to date either. And also, it doesn't give you sources. So sometimes it just kind of makes things up. Okay, so then next up we have Character AI. Character AI is basically a platform where you can talk to different bots, different chatbots with different personalities. People have made them from famous people. You can talk to Nicki Minaj, or there's different bots for practicing interviews, brainstorming ideas. You get book recommendations from a librarian. And you can also create your own characters here. So we could go in here and make our own bot. You know, you could make Albert Einstein bot. And you can basically tell it how you want the bot to act, how you want it to speak. And then other people can go on and use your bot. It's a pretty cool idea. So for example, maybe can we talk to Napoleon maybe? Okay, it looks like we can. Should we ask him a question? If you were alive today, 2024, what would you be doing? I laugh heartedly. Oh dear boy, I would certainly not be wasting time on Netflix. I would be re-establishing the French Empire and bringing the world to its knees. All right. Napoleon would still be on smoke in 2024. Okay, you get the idea. Character AI. It's cool. I mean, these bots, they're not like actual LLM models that have been trained, pre-trained, or post-trained on the works of Napoleon, for example, or Nicki Minaj. I think they're basically just ChatGPTs with a system prompt that says, talk like you're Nicki Minaj or talk like you're Napoleon. So it's quite cool. You get a lot of niched chatbots for different things, and you can create your own. So I think we're going to give Character AI in the B tier. Quite a cool idea, but I'm not sure how much more effective these niche chatbots are going to be than just talking to ChatGPT and saying, you are a librarian, give me good book recommendations, that kind of thing. So in the beta. Next up we have Perplexity. This is actually one of my favorite AI tools. I use it a lot. It's basically a search engine, and it uses a web scraper to scrape the internet, and then uses an LLM to take the information that it's got from the internet and present it to you in a really nice way. So we could ask it, what are the most popular travel destinations 2024, for example? And what I really like about Perplexity is that it is really up to date. So we could even ask it something about what happened yesterday, what's in the news, and it would give us a nice summary as well. This is the most up-to-date stuff on the internet, presented in a really nice way. And then it even suggests follow-up questions, right? What were the most shocking headlines? What are the implications? Okay. So this is like basically the ultimate website for doing research, learning about things, and going really deep into rabbit holes. But you can research a topic and find out and get really nice answers much more quickly than Google. So I would really recommend trying out Perplexity, and Perplexity is going straight in the S tier. But a pretty go-to tool. I already use Perplexity more than Google when I'm trying to learn things. I suggest you try it out and do the same. So next up we have Claude. It's another very popular large language model, quite similar to ChatGPT. It has gotten quite popular recently. The new model 3.5 Sonnet is really, really good at coding, basically. And what's really nice about Claude is it has this artifacts layout. Rather than just giving you the code in the chat, it gives you all these kind of documents. So I'm going to put it in the A tier along with ChatGPT. Next up, we have Suno, which is going to be for generating music with AI. So we can listen to some trending songs that people have made, or we can create our own song, melodic techno song. Craig's YouTube channel and why you should subscribe. Okay, it's made us a song.
Craig's got a channel, lights in the glow, magic unfolding, watch him grow. Tech reviews, unbox gadgets galore, creativity sparks, always more. Subscribe to Craig, hit that button.
That's actually pretty crazy that AI has just made a song like that from one small prompt. The agent gives you the lyrics here. You see, subscribe to Greg, hit that button, don't be late, join the fun. I mean, you heard her, guys, you heard her. This is pretty cool, to be honest. It's not like, I don't think it's going to make you sell out arenas with these songs, but it's pretty cool. So we're going to put it in the beta. Next up, we have Janitor AI. Here is basically you're going to talk to different personalities through different chatbots. Now, I'm not going to spend too much time demonstrating this one because I've realized a lot of the content is not safe for work. Let's say, you talk to males, females. These are basically fictional characters. You can just see whatever is trending. I don't know. Miyako is a wholesome Yeah, okay. You get the idea, guys. Not safe for work. We're going to put Janitor AI straight in the D tier. Okay, guys, there's much more productive things that you can be doing with AI. Okay. Now we have QuillBot, which is much more professional tool. It's going to be a writing tool. So we've got a paraphraser, grammar checker, AI detector. So, okay, we've got a paraphraser. Let's do that. So let's find some text on the internet. Okay, what I like is it's showing you with the colors what is actually changed, which is quite cool. I'll tell you what, we'll upload what we created with AI and we'll analyze it and see how good. 100% is AI generated. Okay, it knew straight away, guys. You can't be using ChatGPT for your university assignments. If your professor knows about QuillBot, you're going to be in trouble. I want to put it in C tier because from my point of view, you can do a lot of these things, like you can paraphrase, or you can check a grammar, or you can summarize things just using ChatGPT, or you can translate it. But maybe there's got a couple of extra things like the citation generator, which is apparently unavailable. But I mean, the plagiarism detector, AI detector is kind of cool. So it has a couple of useful features, particularly if you are a student or a teacher. So I think we'll bump QuillBot up to C tier. Next up, we have Pearl. So Pearl is a platform where you can use lots of different LLMs and different chatbots all under this same website. We have a lot of official bots. So we can use the different ChatGPT models, or we can use Llama, Meta's model, or we can use Claude. And we can use all these different models in the same website, Poe. And it's not just text. We can also do image generations. They have stable diffusion. They've got flux. So it's quite a cool idea. And you can also create your own bot as well. So, and you can use bots that other people have created. Maybe let's see if there's any funny ones. Troller GPT, right? So someone's made this bot. Why, hello, simpleton. The muscles may be big, but your brain seems to be lacking in the gaze department. Enjoy flexing in the mirror, because that's probably the only thing. Okay, pretty savage. Quite a cool idea to have all these different bots under one platform. Nothing groundbreaking though, so again, put it in the beta. So next up we have Leonardo AI, which is very similar to Perplexity. It's going to give you answers based off what it finds on the web, or it has this other feature where it's going to give you answers based off of reliable academic papers, which is interesting. So the web one, again, very similar to Perplexity. It's going to scrape the web and then give you an answer back. But let's try this one out. It looks kind of interesting. So it's given us an answer here, broken it down, where it's basically searched our question, extracted 17 reliable sources, and then given us an answer based on those sources. The optimal dose of caffeine for enhancing cognitive performance during intense mental task is found to be around 200 milligrams. And these sources are actually scientific papers. So that is quite cool, actually. I think this is going to be especially useful for doing research. If you're a student, you need to give scholarly citations, and you can use different models as well to get your answers. So we're using the Leonardo basic model. You could use GPT-4o, GPT 3.5. I guess you're going to have to upgrade if you want to use the different models as well. So it's pretty cool. We're going to put it in the A tier. Next up, we have Civit AI, which is an AI image generating tool. It's kind of like a platform where you can use different models to create images. You can train your own models. You can see what other people were generating. So we can give it a prompt. There we are. Look at my dude. Not too bad. You can also, we could train our own LoRa model where you would choose a type, whether it's going to be a character, style, or a concept. You can add training data, so you would add maybe 10 or 20 images that you would like to recreate the style of or the character of, and then it would train a model, and then you could create more images that will look similar to those original images that you inputted. So it's a cool platform. You can't do that much on the free plan. You're going to run out of this currency very quickly, but overall, pretty cool, pretty standard. We're going to put it in the beta. Next up, we have SpicyChat. I'm not even going to open SpicyChat. I've already opened it before filming the video, and I think you can guess what it is just from the name. We're just going to move swiftly on. Okay, next up we have 11 Labs, which is a text-to-speech platform mainly, but they also have some like speech-to-speech models. So basically, 11 Labs is anything to do with speech, and it's actually getting really good, this platform. So maybe we could take this paragraph about Napoleon, and you can choose different voices, and you can even create your own voices. We're going to use this voice, Jerry.
A failure is a man who has blundered but is not capable of cashing in on the experience.
Okay, we like Jerry, sounds good, and we're going to generate the speech.
Napoleon Bonaparte was a military and political leader who rose to prominence during the French Revolution and became Emperor of the French in 1804.
You can still just about tell it's AI, but even just in the last few months, these voice models have got better and better, and this is way quicker and way cheaper than hiring a voice actor or doing it yourself. So much easier and quicker. So you can also create your own voices, as well as choosing from a lot of pre-made voices. We can make our own ones. So let's say we wanted to create an old man, an old American man, and we can just generate a voice like that.
First, we thought the PC was a calculator. Then we found out how to turn numbers into letters, and we thought it was a typewriter.
Pretty good, right? What if we had a young British lady?
First, we thought the PC was a calculator. Then we found out how to turn numbers into letters, and we thought it was a typewriter.
That's pretty insane. You can make new voices, change the accent, and then use that voice to voice out any project that you have. And every time you make one of these voices, every single time it's unique. And they're also adding new tools like this dubbing studio where you can take a podcast and translate it into another language, which is super cool. There's a voice isolator tool if you need to improve the quality of an audio file. So these guys are pretty much just dominating everything to do with text-to-speech, speech-to-speech models. There's a very clear, very obvious use case, and it is really quite good. So we're putting 11 Labs in S tier. Next up, we have Hugging Face, which is a platform for open source AI models and datasets, basically. Okay, multimodal models, computer vision models, natural language processing. Okay, summarization models, text generation models, text-to-speech models. So for example, we just used 11 Labs text-to-speech model, but if we wanted to build our own product using text-to-speech, we could come onto Hugging Face, find some kind of open source text-to-speech model, right? Let's find this popular one, 500,000 downloads, 1,000 likes. Come on here, and it has an inference API, so we can use it. Basically, we don't need to host a model ourselves. We can let Hugging Face do the hosting and just use that model in our own product. They also have data sets on Hugging Face about different kinds of things. Maybe if you wanted data sets, I don't know, about dogs or something, you could come on here. Or cats versus dogs data set. So if you're building your own models, there's a lot of free large data sets that you can come on here and use. Spaces are also quite cool on Hugging Face. We can come on here and see basically lots of different mini apps that people have made using models on Hugging Face and then hosting it on Hugging Face. So let's check out this model here, the space here that someone's made 3 days ago. It looks like it's a try-on image generator. So if we wanted to put the Invideo CEO in a nice Gucci t-shirt, we could run this model and let's check out the result. I mean, that's actually pretty good, right? It's looking pretty wham as well. So you get the idea. You can see all these different little mini apps that people are building. So Hugging Face is really just like the central hub for AI models and AI developers. You can just learn so much about here if you want to build your own things. I think they have some courses on here where you can learn about natural language processing and reinforcement learning. So if you want to build your own AI models and use models to build your own apps, then Hugging Face is the place to be, basically. So, I mean, we definitely have to put Hugging Face in S tier. Okay, so the next tool is Lumilabs AI Dream Machine, which is a text-to-video generator. There's been a lot of hype about this Dream Machine. I've seen a lot of cool videos on Twitter. It's been made, so we'll give it a go. So, pretty simple interface, and you can actually do text to video and also image to video. So we'll start with text to video. Maybe let's try and make, I don't know, we'll just do a Siberian tiger walking through a dense rainforest. And we'll see what that is going to give us. while we're waiting for that, we will move on to the next tool, which is Crushon AI. It's basically another fictional character AI girlfriend and boyfriend. I'm just not even going to bother going through it. You can see for yourself. You can choose one of these characters and talk with them. Yeah, I mean, these aren't my top 50 tools, guys. These are just the top 50 most used AI tools on the internet. So straight into detail. Next one we have Candy AI. Yeah, another AI girlfriend, AI boyfriend tool. This one, you create your own, and it looks more like a realistic one. You know, you create your own girlfriend, and I guess you could talk to her as well. Straight into detail. Okay. The next one we have Midjourney and Leonardo AI, which are both AI art generators. So Leonardo AI, when you sign up and you launch the app, it will look something like this. And I've used this one quite a lot, Leonardo, and I think it's pretty good. So when you want to create an image, you can choose from a bunch of different models. This is their main model, but they have models trained for making anime, more realistic photos, concept art, graphic design, etc. We'll leave it on the main one for now. And it also has this feature called Prompt Enhance. So you see, we just typed in tiger walking through a forest, but it's changed the prompt to a majestic orange and black tiger with piercing green eyes and muscular build walks through a dense, misty forest. So it takes your prompt and adds more detail to it, which should, in theory, create a nicer image. But you can also turn that feature off as well. So it's given us these 4 images. I mean, not too bad, right? We didn't really specify style, if we wanted it to be more photorealistic or more of an anime character. But also, one of the cool things that you can do with Leonardo is you can actually add some motion to the images that you create. I'm not sure how well it's going to work with the tiger, but we'll give it a go. We'll just give it a motion straight to 3 and generate the motion video. Okay, so our tiger video has finished being made. Okay, it's not quite what we were after. It's not actually walking through the forest. Obviously, a lot of times when you create AI videos, the physics isn't going to be perfect. But I mean, you can see the art's very good and it is adding motion to this. I don't want to judge it too much off of this because I have seen some people create much better videos. It's going to take a bit of time and skill to get better at creating these videos. So for now, it's not amazing and you can only generate quite short videos, but it's showing the start of what will be a really cool technology, I think. So for now, we're going to put it in C tier. Next up, we have Midjourney, another AI art generator. Initially, you had to join the Discord and do everything through the Discord, and now they have this web app. Let's have a look at some of the images you can create. Midjourney, the quality is pretty insane. I mean, you can see the details on this eye. A lot of the photorealistic stuff, like, you genuinely can't tell. I mean, this could be a real photo. They don't have a free tier anymore, so you would have to get one of these plans. But I think at this point, they've kind of earned the right to do that because their platform is pretty insane. So Midjourney is going on S tier. It's pretty much one of the best. So we haven't actually ranked Leonardo AI yet. Let's see if it's still making our tiger video. Okay. But I already know what I'm going to rank it. The AI art is pretty good. I like all the different models and how much you can customize it. The fact that you can add in a little bit of motion if it ever works. When I had a paid plan, it did work reasonably quickly. I'm going to give Leonardo in the A tier. Pretty good. Sometimes the quality is just not quite as good as maybe Midjourney or Flux AI, you know. So next up we have Yodayo. Yodayo is a platform for creating fictional characters. Okay, you can create the art for your fictional character. It looks like it's mainly just an anime. And then you can also talk to these fictional characters. We've already done quite a lot of these kind of platforms. This one seems a little bit more aimed towards anime. Maybe not quite as explicit as some of the other ones, but I mean, it's the same stuff. Straight in D tier. Next up, we have Cutout Pro, an AI-powered creative visual design platform. If you want to edit images, if you want to remove the background, maybe upscale it, we can give it a quick go now. Show you how easy it is. Grab an image. I did this one of Elon Musk. So just like that, it's taken off and we can download it. Just like that. Super easy, super quick. It's a lot quicker than opening up Photoshop and doing it yourself. They also have a video background remover, and you can cut a face out. Pretty neat tool, so I'll put it in the beta. Next up, we have Viggle AI. Viggle AI is another sort of video generator. It's used mainly for making like memes and dancing videos, I think. So the basic idea is you add a character and then you add some motion to that character. You can have your own motion file, or I think you can choose one from a template, a dancing video. And then we'll add a character. Let's try and use, let's use Elon again. Okay, so here's the video we downloaded. Alright. If you want to add some motion to a character, make him do a little dance, make a meme out of it, you can use a Viggle. I mean, it's quite a funny little thing, but I mean, let's go into the C tier. Next up, we have Photoroom AI. This is another image editor, I guess you would say. Do the same things, right? Move the background, touch up an image. And if you upgrade, you can add a different background using AI or resize it. You know, add some filters to it. It's kind of like a basic version of Canva and very similar to that other one that we just looked at, Cutout Pro. Again, it's just the same idea. It's C tier. Next up, Pixlr is another photo editor. Pretty popular use case for AI at the moment. On this platform, you're going to be able to generate some images. The quality is like maybe not quite as high as Midjourney or Flux. Right, so this is our target image we generated. Then we could edit it here. We could crop it. We could try and cut out the tiger. Okay, we cut out the tiger rather than keeping it. But you get the idea of what you can do, guys. It's pretty basic. I'm going to give Pixlr C tier. Okay, next up we have Gamma AI. For this video, it's pretty annoying, but for some reason I just can't use Gamma AI. I've tried loads of different ways and it just won't let me use it. Maybe I'm in Albania at the moment, so maybe it's just not available out here. So I'll have to just show you a super quick demo from a website. Gamma is basically an AI presentation builder. You can see you can choose from some templates and you're going to give it a prompt, create some images for your presentation quickly. We'll give it a prompt and it'll add some paragraphs to the presentation. It looks decent. I've seen a fair amount of hype around it, but given that I actually won't even let me use it at the moment, we are going to have to put Gamma in the D tier. Next up, we have Veed.io, which is going to be a video editor and generator. And you can use it and upload your own files to edit. But you can also, I think the main use case is you can make videos using AI. So if I want to make a video, just stick with the tiger theme. Tigers and their natural habitat. All right, so let's have a look at this video that is made for us. It made this video in about 1 or 2 minutes, so it was pretty quick to make.
Tigers are magnificent creatures, roaming the dense forests and grasslands of Asia. These powerful predators rely on their natural habitats, which provide them with cover for stalking prey and access to water sources. Did you know that tigers are...
Guys, did you see it? Alright, we'll skip that bit. On one hand, it's pretty impressive that we gave it that one small prompt, tigers and their habitats, and it's written the script, added the voiceover, added the subtitles, and added the stock footage all in like 1 or 2 minutes. But then on the other hand, it's just, the quality is just not there, is it really, guys? I mean, whenever I'm on the internet and I see one of these clearly AI generated videos, I just skip straight past it. So I mean, maybe if you use this to make a first draft of a video, and then you put in some more time and effort to improve it, then, you know, it could speed up the process quite a bit. But to be honest, I'm going to put Veed in C tier. At the moment, I just think the quality is not there yet. But the same thing with Luma Labs, it's like, it's showing the first iteration of something that I think will be very impressive in the future. Okay, the next tool on the list is SeaArt AI. Pretty much just another AI art generator. Have a look at the quality of some of the images. Pretty decent, nothing crazy. Overall, I mean, it's just another AI image generator. It's not leading the way in terms of quality or features, so it's just going to go in the C tier, to be honest. Okay, now we have Ideogram, which is yet another AI art generator. This one does seem to be aimed a little bit more towards graphic design, and you can see it's quite good at doing like text graphic design. Okay, so this is the images it's given us. I mean, not bad, right? We could have been a lot more specific if you wanted certain colors or styles, but I mean, it's not bad. It is a glowing 3D sign with my name on it, so it's kind of cool. Chugging the B tier. Okay, so now we're going to have U.com. U.com are kind of trying to be this almost all-in-one productivity platform. So they have a research assistant, creative assistant, you know, if you're doing marketing, SEO stuff, writing copy for a website, trying to make a brand image, explain how humans came from lightning hitting primordial soup. So it's showing you the actual websites that it's going over, which is quite cool. It's going to break it down into different steps, do some thorough research, and hopefully maybe give us an answer that makes sense. I'm not sure if it's going to convince me, but we'll see. So you've got the role of lightning in the origin of life. Early conditions in primordial soup. Okay, so I mean, it does seem to be going pretty in depth. I like it, gives you the references. So maybe then we wanted to use a creative tool. Okay, I mean, that looks pretty dramatic, right? You can see your great granddad just swimming around in there, right? So again, you can do a lot of these things with ChatGPT. I mean, it's literally using ChatGPT, the OpenAI API to do this stuff. But I guess it's put it in a nice user interface for you. So, I mean, it's not bad. It's basically just ChatGPT with a slightly different user interface. But the researcher thing is pretty cool, so we're going to put it in the B tier. Next up, we have Chatbot App, which is basically an amalgamation of all the big LLMs in one platform to all-in-one AI chatbot, right? Offers an intuitive user interface for accessing these LLMs, all under one subscription. That's the main thing. I'm not going to use it because there isn't a free tier. Basically, you can see here, right? You can just pay $20 a month and get unlimited access to the newest ChatGPT model, the Google Gemini models. They have the image models as well. It doesn't do anything itself, but if you do find yourself using a lot of these different tools and you want to use them all in one place and just pay for one subscription, then it's not actually a bad idea, but it doesn't do anything particularly unique. So we're going to stick Chatbot App in B tier. Now we have Hix AI. We've got a writing tool, pretty standard. I'm not going to go through that. We've seen a few of those already. An essay writing tool, a chatbot. A couple of slightly unique ones are this Hix bypass tool. It's claiming that it's going to be able to bypass AI with undetectable content. So I think what we're going to do is put it to the test against the QuillBot that we looked at earlier. So let's take this clearly AI generated paragraph and we'll see if Hix AI can humanize it well enough to be undetectable as AI written content. Let's take this new paragraph, put it to the test. Paste, analyze. Okay, so it's done better, but it's still 50% of it is kind of caught up, right? Although it's 50-50, so the first half was all right. I guess it is just a race, right, between these like humanizing AI tools and these AI detection tools, like which one is better. Interesting use case. I'm not telling you you should or shouldn't use it. Again, it seems to be just a little bit like ChatGPT with a slightly different user interface. We're going to bang it in the C tier. Okay, now let's look at Pix AI. Yet another image generation tool. Only for anime. This is like an anime specific one. They have different models to use, but all the models are really just for anime. I mean, I don't really get it, guys. All anyone wants to do is just make anime. Okay, I guess it's not terrible. Yeah, I'm not an anime nerd, so I'm not going to critique this one too heavily. But I mean, let's be honest, guys. This is just another anime AI art generator. Put in the D tier, guys. You can't even talk to your anime characters that you create. Okay, so now we're going to have Deep AI. Platform with an LLM, image generation model, even a video generation model, and a music generator all in one. Let's have a quick look at a video that we want to animate. Let's do the same thing. Old lady selling fruit on the street. Okay, so it's a little bit painful to watch on the eyes. I think the idea of this deep AI platform is basically to have these 4 different models in one place. None of the models are particularly great on their own, but also the price is quite good. So you can have these 4 models on one platform. I think it's like $5. Yeah, $5 a month. You know, you can 1,700 messages. You can create 30 videos, 500 images. It's pretty good. So if you're looking for a platform where you can do some basic text, image, video, and music generation for $5 a month, then you can use Deep AI, although none of them are particularly stand out on their own, so we're going to check it in beta. All right, next up we have Clipchamp, another AI video editor. This one is not going to actually create the video for you with AI, but it's basically just going to compose the video and try and edit the video for you with your own media. We could import our own media into the editor. We could record ourselves in the editor. What I do like is they have this library. If you go in the YouTube templates, I think they have some nice little animations that you could help. So I guess, you could come in here and edit this template. The editor is not particularly amazing. It's got some nice little templates. It's not even going to create the media for you. The auto compose is, I guess, a feature would speed up the editing a little bit, possibly. Me personally, I don't really see the value in it. I don't think it's going to help you make better videos, maybe it's a tiny bit quicker, but then you have to learn a whole new editing software. So Clipchamp is going in D tier. Up next, we have PicWish, which is yet another AI photo editor. We can remove the background, add some kind of our own background, enhance the photo, crop it. Pretty similar. Let's give the AI background a quick try. So maybe we could put some mountains behind Elon. I think you can already tell there's nothing crazy, nothing revolutionary. A lot of these AI photo editing platforms are kind of just cheaper, slightly less good versions of Canva. The main use case I see for them is quickly and easily removing backgrounds from photos. If that's something you do a lot, then you could use this. I mean, we could have added some mountains in Canva already, and it wouldn't have taken this long to generate. Not very impressive PicWish at all. Straight in D tier. Now we have Invideo AI, another AI video generator, text to video, ancient knights. What they did in their time off. Okay, we're giving it a slightly difficult video topic. We'll see how it does. Alright, next up we have Udio, which is still in beta, but it is a music generator. Very smart engineers need some incredible technology. And all people want to do is make anime girlfriends. We could have specified what type, but it's making us electronic synth pop song.
Smart minds, they created the spark. New tech lighting up the dark. What do we do with this wonder we made? Animate dreams start to cascade. Digital love in a pixel parade. AI hearts in neon arcades. Techno romance, the future's display.
Alright, it's not bad. Kind of similar to other AI music. To be honest, it is actually pretty impressive that it can make songs like that. Stick them in the B tier. Alright, next up we have vocalremover.org. So we can remove the vocals and isolate the vocals from music. We're going to split up music into separate parts. We can change the pitch and the speed. We can cut up audio tracks, add them together, or record our own audio tracks. So let's give it a go and see if we can isolate the voice from the song we just made. Okay, so the vocal remover has split it up into the music track, which we can hear. And then also we could just listen to the vocals on their own.
Start minds, they created the spark. New tech lighting up the dark.
Yeah, it works pretty good.
Digital love in the pixel parade. AI hearts in neon arcades.
Seems to do its job pretty well, right? That's the tool. That's what it does. Does its job pretty well. So in the B tier. Very nice. Okay, we have been waiting for this Invideo AI video about ancient knights and their free time for way too long now, and it's still saying 0%. Let's go straight into D tier. I have actually used this Invideo platform before, and the output is very similar to what was that other video tool that we made a video with? I think it was Pix AI, right? No, Veed AI. Pretty similar. It's just not great, to be honest. And I mean, extremely slow as well. I'm sure if you paid to upgrade, it'd be a little bit quicker, but overall, I just think these video tools are not quite there yet. Okay, next up, we are looking at Vidnoz AI, another video tool mainly focused on creating AI avatars to do voiceovers for you. So let's have a look at Anthony. Okay, let's check it out.
And Anthony, and every night I always talk to my AI girlfriend. She always replies.
I bet she does. So you can see the quality is not amazing, right? The lip sync doesn't work perfectly, but to be honest, it's not bad, right? The voice, the video avatar, it's very obviously AI generated, but if you had a faceless YouTube channel and you didn't want to be the face of it, you could use one of these AI avatars to basically present your videos for you. But as of right now, the quality is not there yet. Let's just be honest. D-tier. Next up, we have Chub AI. So this is a website where Anthony spends a lot of his time. It's another AI anime girlfriend content site. I'm not even going to look at it. Straight in D tier. And this would actually be a good time to play a song.
We do with this one that we made. Anime, dream style, you can't stay. Digital love, there's nothing so great.
Okay, let's get back to it. Next up, we're looking at Pixelcut AI. Just another cheap version, bad version of Canva. Can remove the background, add an AI background. Does what it says on the tin, same as all the other ones. Nothing special whatsoever. We're going to put it in C tier. Next up, we have MaxAI.me, which is something a little bit different. This is actually the first Chrome extension on the list. And the idea of MaxAI is to read, write, and search with AI, finish work 10 times faster. So I have downloaded the Chrome extension and played with it a little bit. If we found this very exciting article about rocks here, we could come in here, open up the Chrome extension, and then we could ask MaxAI to summarize this article about rocks for us. It's not going to let us do it now because we're going to have to pay for a premium subscription, which I'm not doing just for the sake of this. Kind of expensive as well, $40 a month just to summarize some articles, and we could also chat to it. You could add a PDF and talk to it with the PDF, rewrite the article if you wanted to, or your own writing. It's kind of a cool idea. I like that it's in a Chrome extension, but at the end of the day, you could just use Perplexity and ask it to summarize this article for you for free. I guess it is a bit neat, if you wanted a Chrome extension so you didn't have to switch between tabs all the time. It's not really selling it to me, so we're going to put it in C tier. Now we're going to look at Chatpdf.com. Very simply, does what it says on the tin. You can add a PDF. If I happen to have a very exciting PDF all about rocks and geology, and I could upload the PDFs, and we could talk to our PDF. What I do like about Chatpdf.com is that it suggests questions for you that you might want to know about this PDF before you've even read it. For example, what role do minerals play in the composition of rocks? I'm sure you've been thinking about that one all day. And it's going to break it down for us, composition and classification. And what I do like as well is that it tells you what page it got that answer from. So, if you wanted to know more about the texture and appearance of the rocks, we would scroll to page 6. So overall, pretty solid tool. Chuck it in, B tier. All right, now we're looking at Gauth AI, your AI homework helper. Gauth is going to help us with a number of different tasks, including Excel, MATLAB, coding in R, writing in LaTeX. But I think the main use case is like if you're trying to do your homework. For example, if you upload a picture of this equation, 5x plus 3 is 13, and you can't get your head around it, you can upload it or just type it out, and it's going to answer the question for you, x is 2, but then also break down how it got that answer, which is quite a nice feature. Again, you could really just upload that equation to ChatGPT and ask it to break it down for you, Nothing particularly impressive, kind of just a nice user interface around a ChatGPT. We're going to chuck it in C tier. All right, so now we are looking at Blackbox AI, which is a coding assistant. So far, this has actually quite impressed me. Write me a basic website that generates random maths questions using Next.js framework. I'm sure there will be some problems, we'd have to work through it, but seems to work pretty similar to ChatGPT or Claude. But what I do really like with Blackbox AI is this image to app feature. So for example, if we take a screenshot of, let's say, the next tool that we're going to have a look at, playground.com, and I'm like, wow, that header is just absolutely stunning. I want to copy that for my website. Take a screenshot, upload it to Blackbox, and it's going to write the code for that header in HTML and Tailwind CSS for us. And I do believe you can change it as well. It's already written the code for us and it gives you a nice preview of what it would look like. I mean, look at that. It's pretty similar to that header. I mean, the buttons are slightly different, but pretty decent, right? Pretty cool. So if you want to make a website, you like the look of a website and you want to just quickly copy it, or you could even design your own website with an AI image generator like Flux, get it to make you a nice looking landing page, take a screenshot of that, and then use a tool like Blackbox AI to actually write the code for you. That is pretty cool. So overall, I'm actually quite impressed with Blackbox AI. We're going to chuck it in A tier. So now we'll actually take a look at that tool, Playground AI. Another kind of photo editor, designer tool. Slightly different. It's not just a background remover. We can actually do some designing ourselves. So if we wanted to design a t-shirt, we could come in here, use one of these designs as inspiration. And let's say we choose this little kitty here. The idea is you can use one of these designs, but then change it for your own use case using AI. So let's say maybe instead of a cat, change the cat to a dog and write yes instead of no. And just like that, we've kept the same design and the same style as the original image, but we have a dog instead of a cat, and now it says yes instead of no. So that's pretty good, actually. That is quite impressive. So we're going to check Playground in B tier. Now we will look at Cutout AI, which is quite simply a big collection of different chatbots. They have some, popular ones. I think I saw Claude on here. Yeah, you can see Claude here, ChatGPT, and then a bunch of other chatbots that different people have made. They've got that Gauth one that we looked at just recently. DeepL is a popular translator. A lot of them are going to be a little bit gimmicky. They're basically just ChatGPTs with a prompt to tell them how to act. But, you can look through here. Maybe you'll find some interesting or useful chatbots. But essentially, Cutout isn't really doing anything itself. It's just a collection of different chatbots, so chuck it in C tier. Next on the list is Dubao. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but as you can see, it is basically the Chinese ChatGPT. It's made by the same company that made TikTok, the company ByteDance. They are getting into generative AI in a pretty big way. But I mean, it's in Chinese, so it's not going to be the most useful for us. Although if you talk at it in English, it is going to understand you because it's an LLM that's trained on the entire internet with English. So if you ask it to generate an image of a pink frog, it'll give you a nice image and suggest other cute frogs that you could generate. Overall, it's not going to be very useful for us because we are speaking English. So Dubao in the detail, although I'm sure it is actually not a bad tool. Okay, so next up we have Speechify, which is another Chrome extension, or you can just use it on their website. Basically, Speechify is speechifying text. So if you have any text that you would rather listen to than read, you can upload a document, Word document, PDF, ebook, and have it actually read to you, similar to 11 Labs. But what is different about the Speechify is they do have this Chrome extension. So if we went back to this extremely exciting article about rocks, theory, we could listen to the article.
Rocks That Are Anything But Boring by A.B. Bentley. My family moved to Southwest Florida over 2.5 years ago, and my husband and I quickly became regular local beachcombers. This was bound to happen.
Yeah, that's pretty neat, actually. If you had an article or a PDF or something that you wanted to read, you could listen to it while you're doing the cooking or going for a walk or something instead. So that is actually a pretty neat feature. And it does exactly what it says, speechifies text. Pretty solid use case. So we're going to chuck that in A tier. Okay, next up, we've almost finished the list, and we have Night Cafe, another very solid AI image generator. I actually really quite like Night Cafe. It generates good images, as you can see here on the Explore page. The images are pretty solid, pretty good. What I do really like is that they have just a really wide selection of image models that you can use. So we can choose one of them in here. You see it's just in Flux. So when Flux came out, there was loads of hype about it. And Night Cafe was one of the first places where you could actually use this new model that everyone was talking about. They have loads of the popular models, DALL-E, Stable Diffusion. You see there's a lot of models to choose from. So as well as their own models, they also have popular open source models in here that you could use as well. And then again, you can train your own models. You're on the Night Cafe platform. So overall, just another very solid AI art generator. We're going to stick it in A tier. Okay, the final tool on the list, AInovel.com. It's a Japanese story writing AI. And I'm going to give you a quick demonstration now, but my consensus is that it's pretty disappointing. So a lot of the website is in Japanese. Again, if we talk at it in English, it is going to understand. So if we started writing a story, then go home from work and started chatting to his AI girlfriend. Okay, we could then send that to the AI, and it's going to carry on writing this gorilla of a story for us. And you can read the rest of the story if you want. It's pretty unimpressive. I'm not sure how AInovel.com managed to sneak into the top 50 tools, but I have chucked it straight in the D tier. And that concludes the list of the top 50 most popular AI tools on the internet. That's pretty much it.